Kirumira, the selfless police officer who protected Uganda and paid the ultimate price, early life and career in the police force. Kirumira was born in 1983 in Mpigi District, Uganda. From an early age, he was known for his sharp intellect, outspoken character, and a deep-seated sense of justice. After completing his education, he joined the Uganda Police Force with the hope of serving his country and fighting crime at the grassroots level. Kirumira rose through the ranks quickly due to his impressive work ethic and leadership. He became widely known as a no-nonsense police officer who maintained law and order, especially in volatile urban areas like Nansana, Old Kampala, and Katwe. His work often placed him in direct confrontation with criminals, but he never backed down. For many ordinary Ugandans, he represented the rare face of an officer who put duty above personal interest. Fighting crime and building community trust, as a commander in charge of operations in some of the most crime-infested suburbs of Kampala, Kirumira established a reputation as a fearless enforcer of the law. He actively led police raids on criminal gangs and was often seen on the ground during operations. His method was not just about arrests. He believed in dialogue, community policing, and building trust between the police and citizens. Kirumira initiated several youth outreach programs, encouraging young people to shun crime and focus on education and entrepreneurship. This made him a popular figure in areas like Busega, Nansana, and Lunguja, where crime rates dropped significantly during his tenure. Exposing corruption. Within the police in 2017, Kirumira's career took a bold turn when he publicly accused senior officers in the Uganda Police Force of corruption, abuse of power, and complicity in criminal activity. At a time when the police was under increasing public scrutiny, Kirumira's revelations sent shockwaves through the institution. He alleged that some of his superiors were involved in torture, illegal detentions, bribery, and even collaborating with known criminal elements. His bravery in naming high-ranking officers was both unprecedented and dangerous. Instead of receiving protection or support, Kirumira became a target within the very system he sought to cleanse. He was arrested, suspended, and charged in a police tribunal on various counts, including unbecoming conduct. However, many Ugandans saw these charges as a cover-up, an attempt to silence a rising voice of conscience. He resigned from the police in February 2018, stating that he could no longer serve in a force that was rotten to the core. A voice for justice after resignation. After leaving the police, Kirumira remained active in public life. He continued to speak out against government excesses, police brutality, and the politicization of security institutions. He aligned himself with the opposition, particularly Robert Kyagulanyi, also known as Bobi Wine, and the People Power movement. Kirumira's decision to speak out came at great personal cost. He reported being followed by unknown individuals, received threats to his life, and was often vilified in state-controlled media. Despite this, he remained firm in his belief that the truth was worth defending. In a media interview shortly before his death, Kirumira stated, "If I die for speaking the truth, let it be. But I will not keep quiet while Ugandans suffer under a corrupt system." The assassination September 8, 2018. On the evening of September 8, 2018, tragedy struck. Kirumira was gunned down by unknown assailants riding a motorcycle while driving near his home in Bulenga, Wakiso District. He was with a female companion, Resti Nalinya, who also died in the attack. Eyewitnesses reported that the assassins opened fire at close range before fleeing the scene. Kirumira died from gunshot wounds shortly after being rushed to Rubaga Hospital. His murder shocked the nation and ignited a firestorm of questions and condemnation. Many believed his death was politically motivated, an assassination designed to silence a whistleblower and intimidate others who dared to challenge the establishment. public outrage and calls for justice. The assassination of Mohammed Kirumira triggered widespread public mourning. Thousands attended his funeral in Mpigi, where he was laid to rest next to his father. Crowds chanted anti-government slogans, demanding accountability and justice. Opposition leaders, civil society organizations, and human rights activists accused the government of failing to protect a citizen who had previously reported threats to his life. The People Power movement and Bobi Wine called for an independent investigation, but no credible arrests or convictions have been made to date. Despite promises by the Uganda Police Force and President Yoweri Museveni to investigate the killing, Kirumira's murder remains unsolved. Legacy of a Martyr Muhammad. Kirumira's legacy endures not just because of his tragic death, but because of the values he stood for: integrity, justice, and truth. He is remembered as a brave soul who dared to speak out in a repressive system. His story has inspired a new generation of activists and reform-minded Ugandans to demand better governance and accountability. Several documentaries and online tributes have been made in his honor, with activists naming him among modern-day Ugandan martyrs. Streets and murals in parts of Kampala and Wakiso still bear his image. His name often resurfaces in human rights campaigns, especially those involving extrajudicial killings and police reform. Kirumira's courage has also influenced policy debates on police professionalism and citizen oversight of security forces. His speeches, media appearances, and Facebook posts are widely shared as symbols of resistance. Conclusion: a life that spoke truth to power. Mohammed Kirumira was not just a police officer. He was a moral compass in a troubled institution. His determination to confront criminality, whether among street gangs or within the corridors of power, made him a hero to many and a threat to a few. His death is a painful reminder of the dangers faced by whistleblowers and reformists in authoritarian environments. Yet, his life is also a beacon of hope that shows it is possible to rise above fear and corruption. Kirumira once said, "I do not want to die a coward. I want to die a hero," and, in the eyes of many Ugandans, he did.